There we go. And now we're live again. Right. Welcome. For those of you that are viewing me for the first time, my name's Teresa Jande Ely, and this is Meditation Monday, where each week we connect to our creative, conscious self. Sometimes that's guided meditation, and more now it's love language of light and sound. As I express these sounds, the purpose of these half an hour, if we're not doing card readings or allowing information to come through, is for you to connect to yourself, your purpose, and allow yourself for like a retreat, if you like, to delve into your soul and just to connect to the heart space, to the heart frequency, the frequency of love and compassion, and the highest aspect of you. And we do that through different modalities, but I'm not going to go into all of those. I'll pop that in the link in the description. If you're watching the replay, you can have a look or look at the previous Meditation Monday. There's a list on this channel of over 200 videos, and that library is public. Okay, so how are you all? To my regulars, welcome and thank you for joining me. Hot here in the UK on lots of levels. I haven't done this week's energy report, so I will do that separate. I just thought we would connect. We will see what comes through. I am going to start with pulling a card though today. Let's see if I can put the phone down over here. Oh, the flower pot. So hopefully you'll still be able to see me. See my skirt. There we go. Let me shuffle around so you can see. Just so I can do the cards, I need both hands for the moment. I'll pick the phone back up in a minute. So apologies, there's no stand. I'm not some channel that has loads and loads of money. It's just me. I was going to do this inside, but I thought it's lovely out here. Let's just connect. So, what do we need to know this week? What is it that would benefit us in our highest good of all of humanity, us, ourselves? From the top, from the bottom, from the top. Oh, we've had this one a few times. Gold and silver violet flame dragon. Transmute the old around you with the wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation. Magic and healing offer service under grace. Service under grace. Is there anything else coming through? So, apologies for moving the phone around. Trying to keep it a little bit cooler. It's really hot out here. The phone feels like an oven. Whew. Gold and silver violet flame. So close your eyes. This is the butterfly. See the little butterfly? Had one chasing me on Saturday when I saw my dad. We kept landing on me and my dad, and it was beautiful. And I was like, oh wow, look at the butterfly, Dad. And he's, oh yeah, we didn't want to trap it when we were closing the door. And it felt like that, and a metaphor. Now I'm hearing that that's a metaphor, that there's people that are feeling a little bit like they don't want to be trapped in the layers prior to doors closing, the portals closing. There's this like, okay, we've got this sense of, I need to get it done. I need a sense of urgency. We need to manifest these things in this time portal of 8/8, and that energy is still here. If you're someone that's worrying about that, don't, because though yes, they are peaked at that time, and it is easier. Hot. You don't need. You can do it anytime. It's us. It's our belief in the numbers. It's our belief in that they're just a way of seeing the symbolism of the matrix of our world and how things are, the sacred geometry, if you like. So transmuting around the old is also transmuting around these ideas that you have to do it at the new moon, or you have to do it at yes, they are good times to do things. Yes, it is. It's like when you've got a group of collective people together and your group intention is going to hold higher, we will work with transmuting that and going beyond that need for like it's got to be now. It's divine timing for everything. It's time for transmutation, and the magic of healing is offered under grace. If we accept that grace, we have to ask, we have to put that intention out, that frequency out, that, and set that antenna of our soul, if you like, to allow ourselves to shift and transmute. So we're going to work with some cosmic healing and a little bit of maybe some sound, Reiki sound and toning for ourselves. Whatever your thoughts are aligned with, your beliefs are, we're going beyond them. We're going beyond what my thoughts are, what yours are. And as that plane is really loud, it's like a drum beat, boom, 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 almost like the Schumann resonance there going on as this plane goes over. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but it's almost like that's a reminder as well. Some things are so loud. They're so loud in our frequency, within our emotional fields. We're triggered. Maybe it's anger. Maybe it's like, I'm like, feeling hot. So tune into the feeling hot and you feel even more hot. Or it's, oh my God, that really, really upsets me when I look at that image. So don't look at that image. It's easier said than done. But not all of us are here to shift and change those things. Some of us are here to shift and transmute within our euphoric grids, and by doing so, it's like a spider in the web. Every little movement that we make, every little shift we make, it creates ripples, and that ripple goes out within the web, within the online web, within the web of our friendships and our soul community, and our immediate community, the people we come in day to day, the person we speak to in the shop. It has a profound effect, and we set that intention for today's session with that being the case, that as we shift and transmute within us, we send the ripples out around us, within the highest aspect of the soul, for the blessings and the highest conscious states of humanity. So I want you to close your eyes if it's safe, and feeling into the colour gold, however you tune into that. Maybe it's the golden feeling within your emotional field and you're thinking of joy, the golden emotions, if you like, everything, the senses as we see through multi-sensory, multi-perceptions, multi-dimensional way of viewing things. It's not just the six senses. Those senses are interpreted by the body through the light and sound frequencies in different ways. For example, the emotion can be a colour to you, it can be a pattern. We all interpret that language, and we're going beyond the language of what is the known into more learning of intuitive, inner knowing, instinctive, higher state of being that is what some would refer to as the angelic realms, the starseed essences of different collectives. But however you view it, I want you to go even beyond that and just into pure light and sound and tone, and let go of what you feel it is, what I feel it is, and allow us just to be in frequency, in harmony, like a melody with one another. So as I allow my soul to do that, I'm being shown to call for you to imagine this gold and a violet around you, the frequency of that. Now, however maybe you want to think of, I don't know, gold itself shining around you, with amethyst crystals or beautiful velvet purpley colours. That's entirely up to you, but even go beyond the concepts of that outside of the structures of what we deem and the patterns, feeling as though you're moving into a chrysalis of understanding in your perception. So feeling those colours floating around you, just breathe naturally and easy in your breath, breathing in, breathing out through the nose. And as I describe, whatever resonates will resonate. What doesn't, allow yourself to question and unpick any triggers in particular for you to delve into your own soul connection, for wisdom that we all have. So closing down the perception of what is outside world, what is inside world, instead just awareness of breath in the now moment, breathing in, breathing out. Letting go of my perceptions of how I'm viewed. Calling in the highest state of my soul, highest states of being, collective being, and beyond. Just allow yourself to breathe and feel and make a mental note of what is happening around you. Beyond beyond the frequency, I can hear the helicopter going over a Chinook. Sharing image of the star of your Merkaba spinning so fast you're in a bubble. Portal into the heart, beyond the parameters of time and space. Feel the bubble. The images I'm being shown to tell and share is that of flames of fire burning away any disharmonics. So you remember talking about the web. Anything that's not in resonance, in frequency with the highest of your soul, and the beings on this planet, our highest trajectory of what we refer to as time, to just be sort of filtering off, burning away, and the ashes are seeding the nutrients of our lessons, of our growth, and clearing and transmuting through sound fields. So it's like if you watch ripples through water of vibration, and it hits another frequency, there's a disharmonics. It's like one big pebble going in and correcting all of that. So there's a harmonics that's in the highest rhythm of the soul. That the sound is enlightening within your body, within your cells, within your brain, especially for our understanding in preparation for shifts, transmutations, the chrysalis of the being that I feel like I'm coming out of, that some of us have been through, some of us are just going into, some of us like myself are just coming out of. It doesn't matter where you are because we go through it again and again and again. Ishkal, just like the ripples are waves. Breathing in these colours of gold, of lilac-y purple. Third eye up at yen, creation energy. But I'm also feeling a need to bring in myself as the silver essence of plasmic grounding for some that need the anchor. Be quiet for a minute while the helicopter moves through. Just feel. Allow the telepathic nature of what I am allowing beyond time and space to feel. For whether you're viewing live or watching the replay, you're hearing and are connecting to your own soul being, your own higher self and multi-faceted sides of your soul, to be able to see all sides of the soul through the eyes of love, through all nature. Through sound, through the air, through the essence, the life force, and through the tiniest cellular being in that doesn't need to be the closest thing I can think is the quantum quantum entanglement. That is the closest information that would give you understanding, but that's too simplified. Just imagine the magic. Feel it as a magic is what I would say. Or go beyond my words is what she says. Shut up and just sound. Okay. Stop trying to understand with the mind. Just breathe and feel and be. Inturiru shiram kiroknui hayatai okorukum irum yarum irum irum elsanum 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 saneki saneki huturukna irum, irum, irum. Kira satorum yanta, kira lumiete, isaruturum, indum biro, ihuhurum inkum. Eheti uturukum, eheturu shuru, ehesaturuknu tetiraka, ishuru ishurumbye, iturum kierum, irum bientum. Kirushurum Neheturuknu Hishihiruktu Neheturuknu. I want to laugh at the amount of air, the sound of the helicopters that keep going over. And she said it doesn't matter because we speak, or they, beyond words, beyond sound, in instantaneous light. Travels faster, obviously, than sound. And the light and the radiance that we're expressing with intention, with connection, is already happened yesterday, even though we're doing it today. So feel your own soul and the protection and shift and clearing, transmutation of any disharmonics. Beyond ego of like, what's she saying? Is she doing this word? How am I going to be perceived? All of those things. Go deeper. Go deeper than even the emotions of triggering, the tears that may be falling, any anger that may be rising. Allow it to shift and breathe. And as I've always say, if you're feeling that resistance, just sway from side to side. Allow yourself to regulating the nervous system just by breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, and swaying from side to side. Inaitu iturumba ituianum imitum. Feeling anchored, grounded, and present. Yes, I'm fine. Okay. Just allowing yourself now to ground a little bit, visualizing feet like anchors, or your feet as an anchor in a boat, more to the point, as we are floating energetically on a sea of liquid loving plasma. Will not slow us to process, digest, rest and digest, as we say, as you are in that part of your nervous system, allowing these higher frequencies to move through you, through any shifts that need to take place, that already have taken place, within me, within you. I'm right along there with you. And through touch, touch your skin, your head, your face, wherever you feel called to. Just to bringing you into the connection to the physical. When you're ready in your own time, slowly opening your eyes and just feeling it too, feeling like their skin, even in the skin. And I was very aware as a 3D being of the choppers and the fact that it didn't matter. They must be created, obviously, for us to hear the sounds. They're moving through the air and creating that, but I could feel like a bubble around me, that this frequency was still going out, going even through that, and like knocking out even the sounds for me. It just to go into a whole other place. So, but anyway, sorry, just saw your message. Just to ground in a little bit, feel your feet a little bit more. Let's just bring that in, shake it off any excess. Literally just shaking down and out. Oh my gosh, there's another card that has pulled itself. Look, I'm gonna let me flip I put them down there. It's flipped off. I didn't put that there. Just it's there. I don't know when that happened. Maybe I've touched it with my foot or something. But it's literally upright. So I'm feeling like I should share that. So where it's fallen off the top and it happens to be upside down. So the card that we're ending with is Sunshine Yellow Dragon. Helps you to help animals, serving the animals and heal and respect and understand them. So that's one of you guys that's here live, that's your path, is to send how you're feeling, send these loving codes, allow them, they might sit when we're doing the channeling, you can play the channeling in the background, allowing it to go out, and let's just send that out to the animals across the world. I can hear the dogs behind me in like 3 gardens over as well. Just not just the pets and ones that are loved or may need our help, but also those that are feeling as though their cries are not being heard. Feel as though you're sending that in a swirling light for that shift and awareness to be going through around them, for people that deal with them, for all of the industries that are caught up in any distortions around animals, for hurting and not treating them right, divine beings in their own right that they are, for all of nature and its dominant frequency, vibration that is held and anchored for us, and that we are stepping into the light of guardianship and shining that yellow light for them, and here to understand them and to hear them, and telepathically you may well be hearing them. In pictures I often find with animals, it doesn't come through in words, it's images in pictures with the telepathic connection with the animal kingdom. It comes through in images or emotions, so you can send that also. So do that when you're out and about, and hold that intention for this week would be I invite you to do. So sorry, there's the little Bambi there, and the birds who are messengers and reminders. So love and blessings for your week. I will do an energy reading because a load of information come through about sacred union and the galactic children, whether they're being in our fields or as parents of them, as my daughter was consciously created. I was aware with my daughter, more deeply than my son. I was aware with my son, but not in the same deeper level of understanding. But they're how they have such the co-creation work that we have with them, and the resonant and frequency that they hold, especially so. For example, one of the things that came through just to conclude was, for example, I'm dyslexic, so I use video as a medium because of my writing. I'll misspell things. You might know, just like meditation, it might say something like mindfulness, will say something slightly different of the wording and me not realise. but my brain works differently the way I see things for a reason, because it's predisposed to be multidimensional. It doesn't see the linear way of seeing things. Beyond light and sound, we once did not need words of language. Language and their frequency are melted, like a watered down version of communication from the highest frequency that I remember in my wholeness of self. And light language, we can speak it and understand it through the emotional fields, as we did in times like that we refer to like Lemuria, that some of us are remembering and putting back together in wholeness of self. But these beautiful beings are doing more and more, and the animals too, in the same way. They've been doing this anyway. So more of us are starting to hear, if you like, or hear through feeling and understanding as we connect to the higher states of our being. So love and blessings for your week. Thank you for your time. Please like and share with people you feel this would resonate with. Thank you for being here and for feeling and co-creating, because without me being able to share it and someone needs to bear witness, then it needs to be held and heard, which is why I'm told to share, as we still anchor whether it's heard or not, but as long as one person hears, it anchors and solidifies in the now of the being of reality, to help these little, as I said, these ripples through the web, through the reality of our world and our fields on a collective nature. Oh, like wishes are all flying around me. Anyway, love and blessings. Thank you for your time. Have a beautiful Monday, and I will see you for class, for our movement class, or for our reading, wherever you want to connect. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.